Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Dragon Spartan 90, who wanted the either the Zeta Gundam or Zetaplus A1 in the colors of Andrew Waltfeld's Murasame from Gundam Seed Destiny. I went with the Zetaplus A1 just because I feel like, in general, the A1 is a little closer to the Murasame than the standard Zeta is. Also, I just like using it because it's got fun melee. Knocked that Cubile straight down, in fact, and used my hip guns to hit it. Got the feed afterwards. Yeah, so I'm trying in this round a little bit more than I usually do not to overheat the hip guns. Though if I can get a kill with it, I'm absolutely going to overheat the hip guns. But yeah, it's easy to do, and it's, again, something I'm trying to do less, just a little bit too far. Tackled it to keep it still until my melee was refreshed, and got it. So, sorry, didn't mean to bonk off an ally. But also, this round wasn't quite so much ring around the rosy at the beginning either, which was a nice touch. So, yeah, so now just got to... and that, as you can see from the 6,200 damage I just did with my downswing, is a Jaeger, which I have type advantage on. And it's dead. Yeah, so Jaeger is a good target for the A1. There is, as you saw, with its 650 cost, a level 5 Jaeger that comes up at this in this bracket. And I've got it, actually, and I haven't really done anything with it yet, and I don't intend to run a video anytime soon because I, of course, just ran a video with the level 4 Jaeger not that long ago, so maybe in the future, but for now, I've got other things to manage, and this is one of them. That Cubile, luckily for me, didn't have great aim. Unfortunately, I got it with the counter tackle. Didn't count as a counter tackle, but the tackle damage took, so I'll go with that. But yeah, it's Zeta Plus is good. I think the colors came out fairly good. The red stripes are on the back of the legs instead of the front, but neither Zeta has the color scheme quite right for the Murasame, so it's a thing. And we're all huddling up here to get some health back while we wait for the enemies to respawn. We've got some time for that. I'm at full health, so I'm just gonna, be a little bit more active in my watching here. Don't want to rush in and take on 6 enemies at once, but I may be able to get some damage in before they reach us. See, they're splitting up a little bit, which is not a bad idea. They could flank us because we're pretty tightly assembled, but we're all fairly fast. We're Cubiles, we're a Hama, we're a Zeta Plus, and we might be 2 Zetas Plus? Or is that Zeta Pluses? Either way. But yeah, we're all relatively spry. Double Zeta, of course, has that GPO2 thing going on where it's not super fast walking, but it is, of course, a good booster. And trying to get in on that Cubile, and somehow did it, and got out of the way of the one that's next to it. Nearly got in its way while I was trying to capitalize on that damage, though, and did not stop the Zeta Plus from tearing into me. Much like the Hyakushiki, Zeta Plus has very low melee defense, so it is weak against itself, essentially, as many things are. Well, I believe fighting types are weak against themselves, aren't they? So yeah, that makes sense. 6,300 to 2,600. This may be another one that's a little bit one-sided, but in return, lately, I've just been more willing to run things where I do well but lose, because, as a friend of mine says about movies, be anything you want, just don't be boring. And that's the hope, to run rounds that are, not boring. Jaeger's up there. I should just take right off and fly after it, but I'm kind of being watched by at least one enemy, and that's maybe not my best plan. So, yeah, I kind of want to go after that Gabfly, because it's almost dead, and I can also keep out of the way of the... I don't know why its tackle didn't take, but I lucked out. Somebody got the kill for me. That's fine. I am now out of boost, though, so I cannot fly up after the Jaeger. I'm probably going to try and kill it anyway, if I can. Oh, it's moved down there. That's perfect. And now I've got boost, so let's just go crash into it. And beam guns, and crash, and dead. And I've got a boost. It's almost ace time, and I am now surrounded. And somebody saw exactly where I was and was totally ready to capitalize on my landing, as you should be. It was a good move. Now I'm just trying to get back out of the way. I lost my shield, which means I'm actually a little faster now. And there's a Cubile I can take a shot at. Landed it. Landed a couple... No, didn't land a couple of follow-up beams. I am the ace. The enemy ace is the Cubile I was trying to hit. And right now, since we've got the lead, my job is to play defense, basically, which does indeed mean blundering right into that Gabflea's line of fire. That's perfect defense, I'll have you know. Yeah, that Gabflea is doing a good job of staying on me without sticking its neck out so far the rest of my team demolishes it. That is good positioning and good aim, and that is what you need to make this work. And I have foolishly tried to go work on the enemy ace, but I'm kind of doing the rock and a hard place thing, and I did not notice the Gabflea just, you know, doing a little karma on me there. Since I killed somebody by crashing into them, I just had it done to me. That's fair. We've still got a decent lead, 11,000 to 8,900, so I just need to get back in there and help, and not leave myself totally exposed like that and ignore my radar. Which, you know, it's the tunnel vision thing, it happens. 2 minutes left, just got a good volley of damage on that Cubile. I'm thinking it's the Hama, because that has type advantage in remote weapons, so that just makes sense. Still don't have the Hama or the Gabflea. Those are like the two major things from the most recent drops that I'm missing. I'm also still missing the... oh boy, am I taking some hits here. There's nowhere really to hide except behind this little box, which is not really great. Also missing still the GPO-4. I've had a long-standing GPO-4 request that I do want to get to eventually. But just getting over here where maybe I can get a little more cover, get a line on that Cubile and kill it if I can. There's like 3 things there that are ready to drop. I got 1 of them. And maybe I can get 2. I have overheated most of my weapons though, so if I want to kill them, my best bet is to go with swords or go, you know, jet into them. But I do not wish to jet yet, so didn't get that. Backed off a little bit. And beams. There we go. Yeah, so, and there's another one if I can get it. Beams? Beams? Beams. There we go. Yeah, so good stack of points for us there. There's 2 more I kind of had my eye on killing, but I'm not going to make it. I'll just spoil that. Or do I? Nope. Somebody else got the enemy ace. I did buzz the Gabflea, though, which, you know, turnabout. Rest of the team got it, so... Yeah, this one turned out pretty one-sided, but also I just was really enjoying it and thought I did really particularly well, so I decided I'd run it anyway. And just like the previous ace round, with no time left, I'm just going to run back and repair, because I may as well try and keep myself alive. It's not like getting killed would cost us the lead, just like the last one, and someone else is helping, so yeah, many thanks. And somebody got killed, but even if they kill everybody, especially with their ace not on the board, we're fine. So yeah, that was a good round, I'd say, and yeah, not bad at all. And like I said, I think the colors came out pretty well. I hope you liked them, Dragon. And yeah, 9,100 of our 22,000 points. These 2 last couple of rounds are probably the best I've done in a metric forever, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. 7 kills and 2 deaths, 68,000 damage. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I know it's just a slightly simplified Zeta Gundam, but the Murasame is one of those things I was always disappointed they didn't make an MS in action of. I thought it was simplified in nice ways. I thought it was an attractive take on the Zeta, and I really kind of wanted a toy of it. I may have mentioned before, but I recently found that on Twitter, the designer for Mobile Suits in Action is active. They at one point posted some figures that didn't get released, were designed, almost finished, but didn't get released. Most heartbreaking of them, in my opinion, are the Gym 2 and the extended MS in Action Gundam X. But I also found out that it was the same designer who actually designed the original Dragon Zord toy from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So, yeah, really good toy designer. And, man, I wish they'd let him loose on an MSIA type line again.